With the launch of iPhone X, Apple introduced a leather folio case. Many are saying it's the best folio case ever, but is it enough to get non-folio case users like myself to switch? I'm Eric Wielander, and welcome to my new YouTube channel about all things iPhone and photography. Today, let's take a look at Apple's folio case for iPhone X. So what is a folio case really? I mean, it's a flip cover that goes over your iPhone, and that extra flap allows you to put other items that you might otherwise put in a wallet, like credit cards, driver's license, cash, essential items that you always want to have with you. I guess the reason why you'd want to buy this is just because it simplifies your everyday carry. Instead of having a wallet and a phone to carry, you just have this one object you have to pick up and grab. So if you always have your phone, you'll always have your wallet. If you always have your wallet, you'll always have your... But at $99 US, this is Apple's most expensive iPhone case yet. Right out of the box, it's just beautiful natural leather from the same kind that Apple has used in a variety of their other cases. So if you're familiar with that, it's going to be that same great feel and experience. And it also has those great metal buttons that they added last year to the iPhone cases that just feel really nice as you press them. Maybe it was just my unit, but the blacks didn't quite match. The black on the case around the phone wasn't the same as the sort of flaps on the outside. And so you could noticeably see that the phone case is like almost like a really dark gray. It doesn't look terrible, but it's not completely all the same shade of black. So hopefully this comes through in the video. First impression though is that this does look really classy when it sits on a table. If you're the kind of person who likes to put your phone down on a table, say at a nice restaurant or a bar or maybe at a meeting, this is going to look really slick, really professional, really stylish. And you're not giving up wireless charging. The iPhone X, of course, like the iPhone 8, supports wireless charging. And because the flap is on the front of the phone, the back just has sort of the normal thickness of a case, and that's still going to work, at least with any of the wireless chargers that I tried. One of the key advantages of using Apple's folio case over others is that they've built these special magnets like they have, kind of like what they have in the iPad with the flip covers where you open the cover and then it turns on. They've done the same thing with the phone. This can be really nice on the iPhone X because with notifications that then expand with Face ID, you can quickly open your phone, see notifications, and shut it again and sort of have this open and close privacy. I don't know, it's just kind of a nice aesthetic and feel of the product. So what can you really fit in the flap of this case? The flap has two pockets, one in the front that can fit 1 to 2 cards, and then a large pocket behind it that can fit cash or a variety of other cards in it. In the week or so that I used it, I carried a debit card, a credit card, my health insurance, driver's license, a subway card, and my employee ID. And that's a lot. At first, when you use it, the flap can be annoying. Over time, if you've owned any other leather products, you'll know that they kind of change over time, and this is no exception. It's gonna, soften, and that leather hinge will just be way easier to fold around the back, and just won't be getting in your way as much as when you first take it out of the box. It's probably gonna feel a little stiff. If you do like to put cash in there, you're gonna need to fold it in half, and if it's like American currency, it doesn't, fold in half completely airtight, so it's gonna add a little more bulk than, say, a few credit cards and a driver's license, but there's nothing they can do about the size of cash versus the size of the phone. Now, what is it like to use your phone? It is a little bit more to hold on to compared to just the phone in a traditional case. Personally, I'm coming to the iPhone X from a 7 Plus, so a plus size phone, and so it was easier for me to hold. That adjustment wasn't really nearly as bad for me. If you're coming though from a smaller phone to the iPhone X, adding that folio case, the flip cover on it is probably going to be a noticeable difference to you. One of the disadvantages of the flap though is that it does obscure the volume button. So if you're the kind of person who likes to reach into your pocket and adjust the volume, maybe because you're wearing AirPods and where you can adjust the volume, the phone buttons are going to be obscured. So you have to pull the phone out of your pocket, open up the folio, and then adjust the volume buttons. And that can get kind of annoying really quickly if that's part of your day-to-day use of your iPhone. When using your phone, the folded back flap on the back, when you hold it up to your ear to make a phone call, it feels really nice. And it's really easy to hold. I don't know, I just always kind of like the feeling of a little thicker item being put to my ear, but who really even talks on their phone like that anymore? But if you do, using this case around your iPhone 10 is just gonna feel really nice, I think. So what's it like to take pictures with it? These days, most of us probably take more pictures with our phone than we make phone calls. Having that extra flap to hold as a means to stabilize is actually really nice though. So if you primarily take pictures with your back lens of the camera looking at other things, that flap can be nice. It's just an extra place to put your hands as you're holding the phone to take a picture. It's also difficult to hold if you're the kind of person that likes to take selfies at a distance and just hold your phone way out there. It adds more weight to your phone, as I mentioned, so that just makes it more difficult to hold one-handed to grab a selfie. So if you already love folio cases, or you're just looking for a new and different fashionable way to encase your phone, this is going to be a good option for you. But I think if you're like me and you've never really been a folio case person, I wouldn't consider it too much. It kind of gets in the way more than I found it being helpful, and personally, I don't see myself using this folio case for the long term. I think I'm going to settle with the classic Apple silicone case that I was using prior to this. Thank you so much for watching my first ever YouTube video on this channel. I'm really looking forward to making a lot more videos about all things iPhone and photography. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up down below. That really helps other people find it. Please let me know in the comments what kind of things along those topics you want to see. And if you want to be sure and not miss any of those videos, hit that subscribe button. Thanks again so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.